Okay, the second one I would like to mention is the USMCA, US-Mexico-Canada Agreement, which is the updated version of the former venerable NAFTA agreement, which I think everybody is probably familiar with. It's not really a trend, but it's a circumstance that really impacts folks who are, let's say, US-based companies competing internationally and are looking to sell or are selling in the Mexican market. Your principal benefit from this USMCA is the duty-free status of your products if they are manufactured in the North American region, which includes Canada, Mexico, and the United States. So if you have some type of cross-border manufacturing and your products are eligible for consideration as a NAFTA origin, then this gives you a duty-free import to Mexico. One of the key updates of the USMCA with regard to NAFTA was the increase in, or the making more stricter, the rules of origin for eligibility as a NAFTA origin, a USMCA origin product. And so by increasing the percentage of components of a finished product that need to be of North American origin in order to comply with the origin requirements, now companies are moving even more of their supply chain to Mexico in order to have, let's say if they were importing products from China or elsewhere in the world that would not be sufficient to comply, they are now moving portions of that manufacturing to Mexico, and that's contributing to the expansion of the manufacturing base. I want to mention a couple things about the competitiveness of U.S. products. For a long time, decades past, the United States manufacturers practically had a captive market here in Mexico, but that has changed over the past 15 or 20 years with the arrival of companies from Europe and Asia. Nonetheless, US-made products still enjoy a very positive reputation for quality and for price. So that has not changed. That's good. The United States made products benefit from the duty advantages and the location advantages of being manufactured in North America for easy access to the Mexican market. And so they do have these advantages. Nonetheless, I would like to really emphasize that things have changed, particularly over the past 15 years in terms of the competitive environment in Mexico. It's much more competitive because we have had a real wave of companies coming from countries around the world and other parts of the world, particularly China. I think that's a topic folks are familiar with. And so you have a lot more industrial equipment made in China that is competitively priced and increasingly competitive in terms of quality, particularly quality vis-a-vis price. And so China is a big player now, whereas 20 years ago, it wasn't a particularly important player. At the same time, we've always had some competition in industrial markets from Spain and in certain niches from Italy and Scandinavia on some types of equipment, and Japan, of course. But in recent years, we have had a significant influx of quality goods at competitive prices from countries that were not even on the map here before. And just to give 3 examples, one would be Turkey, very important emerging player these days. India, also very aggressive new entrant into the Mexican market, and Brazil as well. Brazil and products such as industrial machinery and particularly agricultural machinery. So these are countries that we didn't have to compete with before, and now we do. So it's not a slam dunk. I don't know if it ever was, but certainly it's a tough competitive marketplace. But fortunately, U.S. made goods do have some important advantages going in.